How you doing, Disney fans? Ben here, and you're watching a video by Neverland Ben. Yeah, you guys are probably wondering why I'm kind of like talking like that instead of being all like cheery and what have you. Some like tragic things has like happened, and it's basically like brought to my attention. You know, a YouTuber called Fatima Lakhani. She basically no longer does any content in Disneyland, and it's nothing to do about that. That she's like gone off it and what have you. Some like unfortunate like events has like happened, like not just like affected her like with Disney, also like with her like background, and it's mostly like as you do like when sometimes like husbands are like brutal, and sometimes wives and what have you. Like there was sort of like a dark side like moment like to it, which is a simple way to like describe it. And her like going to like Disneyland was basically like her way of getting out of the depression, because obviously with like every Disney resort in every individual like country and whatnot, it gives us to express the inner child like as you will. And with Fatima like going to like Disney World and like Universal like Studio, like her and her kids, it was sort of like a good excuse like to like go away, like when it came to like the abuse like in the household and what have you. So you could say it's like the comfort zone, which is like a basic way to like describe it. And what was good about her content, she always like done like the meet and greet like to every individual characters, like Princess Aurora, Snow White, her favourite Wicked Queen from Snow White and whatnot. She basically like inspired like many people, because I do recall that other people have been doing these meet and greet videos, and I did as well. I won't mention like my life story too, because it's totally irrelevant. So you could say that she basically like inspired me like doing it as well. With like Fatima's husband, his behaviour was absolutely appalling. He was like really jealous of Fatima's YouTube like successful like fame, which you guys want to like describe it as, because I personally think she was totally like the real deal like when it came to like the Disney like community. And what basically happened was he was basically like using like the marriage and their kids like as a shield, like as another way of saying if you like continue going to like Disney, there will be like consequences like for you and the kids, which is like one way of like describing it as that. So you could say he was basically like using like the kids like as a weapon, which is like totally like unacceptable. I mean, okay, I'm not a parent or anything, but it's just like totally like walking a line there. And what I feel sorry for her about is she had like no choice to no longer go to like Disneyland, like because of the fear like with the marriage and the kids as well. I mean, why would you take like someone's joy like away from that person? Why would you do that, man? It's just really sad, man. I mean, come on. It's sad as well because he's basically like using like the marriage and the kids like as a weapon, and that is totally like unacceptable. And there was like some like assumptions that she's been like banned like at Disney because of her like not going. Like again, that doesn't really make sense. There must be like some like particular like system in America. I wouldn't know. I can't speak out, as I'm from the UK and what have you. But I can still like understand where people are getting at. But if that was the case, that's like extremely like harsh. And because of like the whole scenario about being told not to go to like Disneyland like anymore and whatnot, she came across like another like result. It's not in Disney or anything. It's at resort called Universal Studios. I've never been there like myself, but I have looked at her videos when she's done the meet and greet with We Love Lucy, meet and greet with Marilyn Monroe, etc. She like went there like for the happiness as well. I'd love to go there like one day though. But seeing all these like videos, what she did at Universal Studios, I'm like up for it. And regardless about her like enjoying going to Universal Studios as you do, like as I wasn't surprised that her husband didn't like approve it. It just really comes to prove that he hasn't really got no taste or anything. And it also like got to the point where he started like threatening like Fatima like during her YouTube like career with Universal like Studios, like basically like threatening like with her life and threatening with like their children's life as well. I mean, how low, man? How low? Also, what she did was she bought like a pass at Disney, which can like guarantee like a divorce, like with her husband as well. I don't know what it is exactly, but I take the word for it. And with that, Fatima went back to like Disneyland, like to like continue like with her career, like meet and greets and what have you. And on her videos, she was giving like gifts, which I don't see no harm with personally. Regardless that she hasn't been there like for a while. Apparently she got warned like about like certain things, and bless her heart, she didn't like understand like the whole like scenario. And it turned out they had beef like giving like gifts like to the characters. I mean, give me a break, man. Because when it comes to like going to Disneyland, like any Disney resort, we are basically like a kids, like still like when we're out of the reality world, like into like the dream which we've always like wanted. And what also happened as well, the security basically like walked her like off the premises like to the car park, like she was like some kind of like criminal. I mean, that's totally like heartbreaking, man. Bless her heart, she was asking about this. They didn't answer it. It was basically like the rook, go on mate, sling your rook. It was basically like that. And then she took it further by emailing like Disney, like to ask about this whole scenario, about what's been happening and how she got treated, like basically. And the reply was like so appalling. It was basically, we don't have to answer that. I'm not like bad mouthing or anything. I'm like explaining about what happened. And then basically she kept phoning like Disney like to get answers and stuff like that, and without being like specific and all that, she got told like to apologise like for something that she hasn't done. So the only way she could do it, like for them to get off her back and whatnot, was to basically like apologise, like so then she could get her past like back as well. And I don't really like that idea, but if you want to like clear it, you have to like do it, I suppose. So therefore she done that, and it was like really frightening beyond belief. She wasn't giving her pass like back, and it basically like involved like getting a lawyer like for this. I didn't expect this would like go even like further, and taking a court and stuff like that. Nothing like happened at all. It was still basically that she was like labelled like in the wrong, which is like a simple way to like describe it. So now she's going through a scenario where it involves like going through a divorce, and there is like a main possibility that she will like lose the house as well. So basically it'll be like her and the kids like on the street, like by the sound of it. It's just so heartbreaking, man. She's inspired so many others. And Fatima, if you're watching this video, we all love you and care for you. And I'm going to finish it from there, guys. And I didn't want to do a video like this, but there will be a video coming out really soon. So as Jimmy Cricket always said, when you wish upon a star, your dreams will come true, and you'll take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.